Hey, Emily, why did you drop the act already? Huh? Act? What are you talking about? You know, the whole, look at me, I'm so brave and struggling thing you've got going on. It's really annoying. I'm not trying to act like that at all. Oh, please, it's so obvious. You're just pretending like you can't walk. Excuse me? I mean, you can totally walk, right? You've just been using the wheelchair to get sympathy. What are you even saying right now? You know, I injured my right leg in that accident 18 years ago. Yeah, but that was ages ago. You've done rehab and all that, right? You should be walking by now. It's not that simple, Susan. The nerves in my leg were completely severed in the accident. It wasn't just a regular injury. The doctors told me that without some kind of miracle, I'd never walk again. Rehab doesn't fix this kind of thing. It's like my leg isn't even part of my body anymore. It just doesn't move. The wheelchair isn't for sympathy. It's what lets me live my life. But you live alone now. You can't be using a wheelchair if you're living by yourself. That means you can really walk, right? Just because I use a wheelchair doesn't mean I can't live independently. Plenty of people in wheelchairs live on their own. Oh, really? So you can't walk, but you can live alone, huh? Yes, it's harder, sure, but it's possible. I've made adjustments in my apartment. Lowered counters, no stairs. It's tough, but I manage. I cook, clean, and take care of myself the best I can. It's not easy, though. There are times when I can't reach something, or I struggle with tight spaces. But I try to do things on my own as much as I can. I can't rely on other people for everything. So you're saying without the wheelchair you can't get around at all? That's right. Sometimes at home, I crawl to move around if I have to. But when I go outside, I absolutely need the wheelchair. Well then, I don't want you coming to the family meetup this weekend. I don't want someone in a wheelchair there. So just stay home, okay? Family meetup? Wait, are you getting married? Yeah, actually. This weekend, we're having a family dinner with both sets of parents and siblings. But you're not invited. In fact, make sure you don't show up, okay? What? Oh, and by the way, my fiancé is a doctor. Wow, that's impressive. He's really accomplished. He's already board certified and super respected at the hospital, even though he's still young. Apparently, he was always at the top of his class in med school, and all the professors trusted him. He was even invited to an international medical seminar recently. He's amazing. That's why I booked a reservation at a really fancy restaurant, so I won't embarrass him or his family. It's a famous place that's been featured on TV multiple times. His mom is a big foodie, and I know she'll love it there. But the restaurant isn't wheelchair accessible. So yeah, it looks like you won't be able to attend, Emily. What? It'd be so sad if I'm the only one not there. Can't you change the reservation? If you want, I can help find another place. I know a few high-end restaurants that are wheelchair accessible. Why should I change my reservation just for you? Honestly, I don't want my fiancé or his family to see my sister in a wheelchair. So if you don't show up, it's actually perfect. In fact, I'd prefer if you just didn't come at all. What? Why would you say that? I mean, isn't it obvious? Having a sister who's wheelchair-bound after an accident? It's not exactly a great impression for his family. A bad impression? What are you talking about? I've finally gotten a proposal and everything is going smoothly. I don't want you to ruin it. Wait, have you not told him or his family about my injury? Or that I use a wheelchair? I told them you had an accident and some lasting effects from it. But I didn't mention that you're living in a wheelchair now. I don't know how they'd react if I told them. In that case, I can explain it to him and his family. So, would you please change the reservation? I'll explain everything to them and assure them I don't need extra help because of my injury. That way, you and your fiancé can go into this marriage without any worries. Don't you dare interfere! Just being in a wheelchair makes everyone uncomfortable, and it's a hassle. Why? I don't think a wheelchair should be such a big issue. You don't get it. When someone in a wheelchair is around, people get overly concerned, and the whole atmosphere becomes tense. Like, where you should sit or if it'll be hard for you to move around. Everyone's going to be worrying about that. Especially my fiancé's family. They're super polite. So they'll definitely feel like they have to go out of their way for you. And let's be real. Wheelchairs stand out. It just brings the mood down. People won't know how to act, and they'll try hard to change the subject or keep things light. If anything goes wrong, everyone's going to feel the need to help, and it just becomes a huge hassle. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I don't want people worrying about unnecessary things. So if you don't show up, it'll be easier for everyone to enjoy the day. But, look, your own sister is telling you not to come. Just accept it. I swear, if your brain's as useless as your legs, we've got a real problem. What? If you show up at that dinner, I will never forgive you. Just stay home by yourself and keep out of the way.
Emily, I'm sorry we didn't get to meet yesterday. I told Susan that if you couldn't come, we could reschedule. But she insisted on keeping yesterday's date.
Oh, wait. Are you her fiancé?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Chris, and I'm engaged to Susan.
Hi, I'm Emily, her sister.
I heard you couldn't attend yesterday because you weren't feeling well. How are you doing?
Ah, so that's what she told you.
Wait, was that not the case?
Well, I was feeling a bit under the weather.
Once you're feeling better, let's all go out to dinner together. You, me, and Susan.
Dinner?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be family soon. I'd really love the chance to formally introduce myself before the wedding.
I appreciate the offer, but I know you two are busy planning the wedding. You don't need to worry about setting up another dinner.
Oh, okay.
Again, I'm really sorry I couldn't make it yesterday, but I'm truly happy for both of you and your engagement. I look forward to greeting you properly at the wedding.
Wait, there's actually something I really need to talk to you about. Do you have a minute?
Sure, I have time. But is this something you want to talk to me about personally?
Yes, I was hoping to ask you at the dinner yesterday, but since you weren't there... Susan told me about your injury. You were in an accident when you were a kid, right? And from what I understand, you were hurt while saving Susan.
Yes, that's right. A car ran a red light, and in that split second, I pushed her out of the way and I was hit instead.
She told me it was a pretty serious injury. The hospital you were taken to, was it Greenbrook University Hospital by any chance?
Yes, it was.
And do you remember Dr. O'Neill in pediatrics? He was known for being tough, strict and a little cold, even with kids.
Yes, he helped me a lot. After my surgery, when I couldn't move because of the pain, he'd tell me, "You won't heal unless you push through the pain. Don't pamper your body." At first, I really hated him for it. But eventually, I started moving again little by little thanks to him. When I was discharged, Dr. O'Neill told me, "You did well. Stay strong from here on out." That kind smile he gave me, I'll never forget it. But why do you know about all of this, Chris?
So you were there too? Actually, I was also at Greenbrook for rehab. Dr. O'Neill scolded me quite a bit back then. When I cried because I was scared of the shots, he'd say, "Crying won't make you better. You have to face it." But when I had a high fever, he came to check on me in the middle of the night and encouraged me. That's when I realized he was actually a really kind person.
It's amazing that we had the same doctor. It's been 18 years for me, so hearing all this brings back memories.
I'm pretty sure I met you back then, Emily.
Wait, what? You think we met before?
When Susan told me about you and then I heard your name, something clicked. Do you remember me? Back then, I was hospitalized with pneumonia, and you used to talk to me a lot.
I'm sorry, but my memories from that time are a bit blurry. I do remember a girl I used to talk to, but I don't remember chatting with any boys.
That girl? That was probably me. I was in the hospital for a long time, and my hair had grown out because of it. You even used to braid my hair sometimes.
No way. Wait, are you saying you were that Chris?
Yes, I was that Chris. But I'm so happy you remembered.
I can't believe this. What a coincidence. I never thought we'd reconnect as adults after all these years.
It's such a pleasant surprise. Even though we couldn't meet yesterday, I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the wedding. I used to be so fragile, but now, thanks to working out, I'm pretty buff.
Is that so? Now I'm even more excited about the wedding. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again. Emily? I just saw you in your wheelchair at the reception area. What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? It's your wedding day, and I came to celebrate you as your sister. Huh? I didn't invite you, so why are you here? I'm your sister. Isn't it normal for me to attend and celebrate? It's normal for someone to come when they've been invited, even if they're family. Wait, what? I never planned to invite you, Emily. So leave now. You don't even have a seat for someone in a wheelchair. You didn't invite your own sister? Why would you do that? Because you're in a wheelchair, obviously. Today's my day and I'm the bride. But if you show up in your wheelchair, you'll steal the spotlight. That's why there's no seat for you. You're trying to send your own sister away just because of that? I always knew, even when we were kids, that you resented me for being in a wheelchair. But I never thought you'd treat me this cruelly. I've always hated you, Emily. Sure, you saved me from getting seriously hurt in the accident, but because you pushed me out of the way, I ended up getting scrapes and bruises. What? Yet Mom and Dad only cared about you because you were hurt worse. But I was in pain too. It hurt when you pushed me. But no one cared about how I felt. They were all worried about you. You hated me all this time because of that? Of course I did. And because you ended up in a wheelchair, my life has been miserable ever since. Friends, neighbors, everyone kept telling me, you should be grateful to your sister. But I didn't feel even a bit of gratitude, and yet I had to listen to it every single day. Do you even know what kind of hell I've been through? Not even a bit of gratitude. I was just trying to protect my little sister. But I guess, to you, that was something you didn't want. I never asked you to save me. You did it for your own satisfaction. What? I'm sick of your fake kindness. If you were going to help me, you should have done it perfectly without getting yourself hurt. And honestly, wasn't it all just for show? You probably wanted the attention. That injury, it hurt so much. The hospital, the rehab, it was hell. And you're saying it was all calculated? You did it to get sympathy from everyone, didn't you? That's why you came today. Uninvited, to show off your bravery. Susan. No one asked you to come, so just go away. I don't need a fake attention-seeking sister like you at my wedding. Your wheelchair is a nuisance, so leave. Fine. I won't help you ever again. What? From now on, unless you specifically ask for help, I won't do a thing for you. Is that what you want? Exactly. Now get out of here. Susan, before I go, let me just confirm one last thing. You never planned to have a seat for me from the start, right? Yeah, that's right. A sister in a wheelchair at a happy event like my wedding? You'd only be in the way. You don't belong at my grand wedding, so get lost. All right, then let's call off the wedding. Looks like I've made a mistake in choosing who to marry. What? I never imagined you'd be this kind of person, Susan. I need to reconsider this whole marriage, so the wedding is off, immediately. Once I've made sure Emily gets a taxi, I'll inform the staff to cancel everything. Wait! Calling off the wedding? What are you suddenly saying? And wait! You're Chris? Yes, I'm Chris, the one you were supposed to marry today. I didn't think I'd see the real side of the bride on our wedding day. Why are you with my sister? And why are you texting from her WhatsApp? I've been looking forward to reuniting with Emily for a while now. I was waiting at the venue entrance for her to arrive. What? And we were just catching up after years apart, when I suddenly got that awful message from you. I still can't believe how much you hate her, Susan. Wait, what? Reuniting? You know my sister? Yes, Emily and I were in the same hospital. What? Even though she was in pain and going through tough rehab herself, she supported me through my own recovery. She was like a friend and a hero to me. She got her injury protecting her little sister. There's no better hero than that. I looked up to her, and that's how I got through my long hospital stay. What is this? I've never heard any of this before. It was pneumonia from a bad cold. So I left the hospital before Emily, and we lost touch. But who would have thought we'd meet again like this? It's honestly unbelievable. I'm the one who's shocked. I can't believe my sister knew you all along. If I had known earlier...
You wouldn't have treated her so horribly.
What?
Emily is still a hero to me. The way you've been treating her is no way to treat someone who risked her life for you. I can't marry someone like that.
Wait, you can't just say that out of nowhere. It's complicated between me and my sister. I didn't know you two were connected, but today's the wedding day. We're about to start any minute. Don't say something so ridiculous.
That incident is the reason I decided to become a doctor. I wanted to heal people, to be someone who could give others hope, just like Emily gave me. And I don't think you, Susan, are the right person to be my wife.
No.
I'll go let the staff know the wedding is off. No matter how much you argue, I'm not changing my mind.
This is the worst. I was supposed to be marrying a doctor and living the perfect life. This is all your fault, Emily. You didn't even tell me you knew him. How could you hide something like that? I wasn't hiding anything from you. It's been 18 years since that accident, you know? I wasn't even sure if he was the same person. When I saw him at the venue, I was just as surprised as you were. Don't give me that. The moment he reached out to you, you should have told me. That's just common sense. But you never asked me to. What? You never asked me to tell you if he reached out. Remember, I told you? From now on, I won't do anything for you unless you specifically ask me to. You've got to be kidding me. It's because of you that I'm not marrying him. How can you act so calm after ruining my life? Wait, so it's really over between you two? Yes. No matter how much I tried to convince him, he wouldn't forgive me. He said we're done. I had the perfect future lined up, marrying a doctor, and now it's all ruined because of you. Oh dear, that's such a shame. Don't act like this doesn't affect you. You and your stupid wheelchair have completely wrecked my life. I bet this is all just because you're jealous, isn't it? You couldn't stand to see me being happy, so you ruined my wedding. What? Oh, poor Emily, stuck in her wheelchair. No one would ever want to marry a crippled woman like you, right? You were just jealous of me and decided to destroy my big day. Susan, stop. Don't make up ridiculous stories. You're just a fake. You got yourself hurt trying to play the hero. And now, you're taking out all your regret on me. Face it, Emily, you're a terrible person. Even if you weren't in a wheelchair, no one would ever want to marry you. Serves you right. Actually, I'm getting married soon. What? So no, I'm not jealous at all. I wanted you to find happiness with someone you love, just like I have. Hold on a second. You're getting married? That's impossible. It's not impossible at all. I wanted to tell the family earlier, but your wedding was coming up, so I waited. No, wait. Are you seriously getting married? You're in a wheelchair. How is that even possible? Even in a wheelchair, or no matter who you are, everyone deserves to find happiness. He's such a kind man, and he told me he loves me just the way I am. What? How dare you, Emily? Don't you dare start bragging about your relationship. Especially when my wedding has just been called off. Well, you didn't ask me not to, so... Ugh! You're so annoying. How could you get married when my wedding's been canceled? I'll never forgive you for this. I'll ruin your wedding too. Wait, what? That's right. Maybe I'll even steal your fiancé. After all, a healthy woman is much more appealing than someone in a wheelchair, right? He'll definitely leave you for me in no time. Oh, Susan, always coming up with the wildest ideas. If that's what you want to try, go ahead. But when it happens, I'll be sending you a bill for damages. Huh, you're just pretending to be tough. I bet if I really stole him, you'd be crying your eyes out, unable to do anything. It'd serve you right too. You'd probably just cry to him, using your wheelchair as an excuse, begging him, "Don't leave me, poor little me." But he'll be totally smitten with me, someone younger and healthier. You'll be begging me on your knees saying, "I'm sorry for getting cocky," and "Please give him back to me," while sobbing like a baby, won't you? Maybe. But that's why I've already forwarded everything to Chris. What? To Chris? I told him, I'm worried that Susan's holding a grudge and trying to cause trouble, and asked him to explain why the wedding was called off. When I mentioned, I'm afraid my fiancé might be stolen, he responded with, I'll never let that happen. I'll make sure to stop her. Wait, I'm in the middle of asking him to get back together with me, and now you've forwarded that to him? Now that he's seen this side of you, any chance of getting back together is probably gone for good. Anyway, I have to go. I'm meeting my fiancé for a date. No! It's so unfair that you get to be happy and I don't! Afterward, Susan and Chris's wedding was officially called off. Chris was deeply shocked when he saw Susan's true nature. Apparently, Susan had been putting on an act in front of Chris, saying things like, I'm going to continue supporting my sister who has lasting effects from the accident. However, now Chris and his parents are relieved that they ended things before the wedding. Susan tried to move back to her parents' house, but after the whole ordeal, they were furious. They lectured her saying, how could you treat the sister who risked her life to protect you like that, and kicked her out. They even went as far as to cut ties with her completely. She couldn't turn to her friends either. After the drama at the wedding, they all distanced themselves from her. With no one to help her, Susan eventually fled to a city where she knew no one. As for me, I still keep in touch with Chris. When I got married recently, Chris, ever the gentleman, sent me a lovely wedding gift. He even gets along well with my husband, and now we enjoy spending time together as families.